Errol Spence is back in training. As you guys seen, he was grinding it out on the mitts, hair grown down his back, long, like he's been in a cave or something. You know what I mean? And he looks good. He looks fit. The timing's off a bit, but that's expected. Just getting back into the rhythm of things, The question is, where is he going to go? Is he going to start at 154? Because I think, going to 147, I don't know if, I think there's always someone to fight, but I think he'll be better suited at 154. Guys like Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz and, Mutataliev and, of course, Charlo. And, I think that was a fight that was talked about. Errol Spence and Jermell. So there's a lot of fights that could happen. Boachuk, so yeah, it's Madrimov. So there's a lot of fights that he could fight, on his own stable. You got Fondoro. The list, the list keeps going, right? I do wonder what he will do, how they will start him out. Will he have the support from Al Heyman like he did? I think he will. I think Al Heyman is very loyal when it comes to his own flock, But no, he looks good. He looks good to return to the ring. The footage that we have, shout out to Fight Hype or Fight Hub for getting that footage. I miss the body work. I used to like to watch Errol Spence fight. The way he works the body. He reminded me a lot of Marvin Hagler, on the way he commits to the body and, heavy-handed, you know what I mean? And he was a very durable fighter. And I just wonder, people, what it would have been like if he wouldn't have done all that stuff, if he wouldn't have got involved in that car accident, I do think about that. If it wasn't for the decisions that he made, excess drinking and the wreck, and, I do think, what type of fighter would he have been versus what type of fighter he had become? Does this make him stronger? We don't know. I think that all depends on who they select for him to fight, But I'm glad to see him back because, I was wondering about Errol Spence, because it's a long, long layoff. Because this was in what, 22, 23? So it's been a while. So welcome back, Errol Spence. You guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence returning to the sport of boxing. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.